Hello students, today's topic is measuring temperature. But what is this temperature? So let me explain you with an activity. Let us see this. Suppose if I will touch a hot cup of tea, then I will feel hot. And if I will touch a cold glass of water, you can see there is ice. This is very cold water. Then I will feel cold in my hand. Why it is so? It is because we feel its hotness or coldness with respect to the warmth of our body. Means any object appears hot like this tea, or any object appears cold like this ice water. It's because its temperature is more than our body temperature. That's why it is hot. We feel that it is hot, and it is cold because its temperature is less than our body temperature. Understood? So we feel hotness or coldness of a body with respect to the warmth of our body. So temperature can be defined as it is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a body, and the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. So there are various units, different units we can measure temperature by using units degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, Kelvin, but the SI unit is Kelvin and its symbol is capital K. Now question is how we can measure the temperature of a body. How we can say that how much hot this cup of tea, how much cold this glass of water. How we can measure the temperature? So the answer is there is a device for measuring the temperature that is called thermometer. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature of any body or any object. Let's see the picture of thermometer. This is a thermometer. By using this we can measure the temperature of any body. And it is made up of a thin, long and uniform glass tube called capillary. And it has a bulb, you can see here, at one end it contains a liquid. This bulb is containing a liquid. This liquid can be either a mercury or alcohol. Okay, and which is used for measuring temperature. Generally we use mercury. Why generally mercury is used? The reason is there are a lot of advantage of mercury. Mercury is easily visible through the glass as it is opaque and shiny. Mercury is opaque and shiny. So we can easily see it through this glass. And mercury does not stick to the glass or weight it. Means mercury does not stick to the glass of thermometer. And mercury can be used over a wide range of temperature. And it has one more advantage, that it is a good conductor of heat and quickly absorb heat to attain the temperature of the object. So these are its advantages. That's why mercury is generally used in this thermometer as a liquid. How this thermometer works? When thermometer comes in contact with a hot body, mercury in the thermometer expands and moves up in the capillary. This is the internal, there is one more thin pipe inside it, that is called capillary. Mercury start moving up in this capillary tube. This red liquid is mercury. And by reading the marking on the scale, you can see the marking here. Can you see this marking? So by reading the marking on the scale, we can know the temperature of the body. And these markings on a thermometer are calibrated in degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit usually. So thermometer is a device, we can use it to measure the temperature of any body. Now Now understand the scales on a thermometer. So generally Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin scales are used in thermometer, as I have said. So let us see this picture and see the comparison between different units. This is the comparison of Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale in thermometer. So in Celsius scale thermometer, the lower fixed point is 0, which is the melting point of ice, and the upper fixed point is 100 degrees Celsius. We know that 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water, pure water, and the scale between this fixed point is equally divided into 100 equal parts. And what happens in Fahrenheit scale? So in Fahrenheit scale, the lower fixed point, the lower point starts with 32 degree Fahrenheit and it ends at 212 degree Fahrenheit. So lower fixed point is 32 degree Celsius and upper fixed point is 212, and this is divided into 180 equal parts. But in Celsius it is divided into 100 equal parts between this 0 and 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, these are the difference between Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale thermometer. Now let's see the comparison of Celsius and Kelvin scale thermometers. So in Celsius scale, as I have shown you, its end point means starting point is 0 degree Celsius and the upper fixed point is 100 degree Celsius. But in Kelvin scale, its lower fixed point is 273 Kelvin and the upper fixed point is 373 Kelvin. Actually, Kelvin and Celsius are related because you can see the difference between the freezing point and boiling point between these two. In both, the difference between freezing and boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius in each scale. So, ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius and here 263 Kelvin in Kelvin scale, and water boils at 100 degrees Celsius and here 373 degree Kelvin. Okay, and in both the scales the difference between the lower fixed point and upper fixed point is 100 equal parts, means this is divided into 100 equal parts and this is also divided into 100 equal parts. But in the case of Celsius and Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit is divided into 180 equal parts and Celsius scale, as you know, 100 equal parts. Got it? Now the question is how we can convert Celsius scale into Fahrenheit scale or Fahrenheit scale into Celsius scale, or Celsius scale into Kelvin or Kelvin to Celsius. So there are formulas for this. We have formula, that is, these are the formula. Celsius degree Celsius is equal to 5/9 degree Fahrenheit minus 32 degrees Celsius. Why minus 32 degrees Celsius? Because Fahrenheit scales start with its lower fixed point is 32 degree and Celsius 0 degree. So we need to subtract it. So the temperature in degree Celsius can be converted into degree Fahrenheit, and again degree Fahrenheit can be converted into degree Celsius by using this formula. Celsius, if you have to convert this into Celsius, we will use this. If you have to convert into degree Fahrenheit, we can use this formula. And also temperature in degree Celsius and Kelvin are related, as Kelvin scale is equal to degree Celsius plus 273 Kelvin. So if the value of on one temperature scale is known, then we can calculate the temperature on the other scale. Means if it is given that degree Fahrenheit, we can calculate degree Celsius. If it is given in degree Celsius, we can convert it into Fahrenheit, or into Celsius to Kelvin, Kelvin to Celsius by using these formulas. So next video, students, I will explain you about the types of thermometer. Till then you have to go through your book and understand the comparison, especially of Celsius and Fahrenheit and Celsius and Kelvin scale. Okay.